Hey everyone, my name is Desiree Shaw. Welcome to the channel. My business is Geek to Glamour, and today I am doing a smoky eye look. See, I usually do my eyes first and then the rest of my makeup, but today I'm doing a challenge, and this one is called the Blue Smoky Night Out look. So I've not done a smoky eye before, and so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm looking forward to trying something new. I'm going to quickly go over what I've already put on my face before getting into the eye look itself. So I started out with the moisturizing face primer. Hopefully you can read that. And it's so silky, so smooth. One little drop on your finger does your entire face. It is absolutely amazing. Then I went with the spray foundation in the color Scarlet. I did the blush with the supported color, and it is just light enough to give that blush look without overwhelming. And then I did the highlight in the color Benevolent. So that is this one. It just like picks it up just enough. I love it. And lastly, I used the color Upscale. I almost want to say Uplift, and I'm like, that's not quite right. But yeah, so it's this color, and it has that neutral tone, and so this will give a chance for the eyes to be the centerpiece and the focal point, with it being the blue look. Alright, then for the lashes, I used the combination of the lash primer and the 4D mascara, and so that's how I've already put on the mascara. Like I said, I'm doing this pretty out of order from what I usually do, but I wanted to focus on the look itself. Using Makeup Addiction 4, and this one I have lovingly nicknamed the Ravenclaw palette, and that is because if you'll look, the colors are the stereotypical blue that you always think of, in addition to having the silvery color like seen in the movies and the bronze color which you see in the book. I'm going to follow these directions step by step. And the first thing that we're going to do is brighten the inner corner and the brow bone with Tender. Alright, so in this case it's Tender with an E, not an I, and that is this lovely cream satin color right here. It is going to have a slight bit of a glittery with the satin color, so that'll bring out and just make it pop a bit. Alright, so I'm going to put that on the inner corner. Got into this because of my cosplay. See, I'm a cosplayer. My name is Not Invisible Angel, and I was doing makeup and was looking for some long-lasting makeup, and ended up one of my friends contacted me, and she's just like, hey, I heard you were looking for some long-lasting makeup, and I might have something that is what you're looking for. And I'm like, oh man, that sounds amazing. She's like, I promise it's worth the money. It lasts a long time and you don't need very much. And so I'm like, okay, cool. So she introduced me to the liquid foundation, and it lasted all day long with just like 3 drops. And I was like, oh my goodness, I have got to see what other products they have, and especially if they last that long too. And so it just slowly went from the foundation to, I think it was some of the, I don't remember where it went. I know that there was some eyeshadow involved and some lip stuff involved, and I just completely fell in love with it. And then she's like, hey, do you want to join, because you can get discounts for all the stuff that you're buying? And I'm just like, you know what? I love saving money, and that just sounds like an absolute amazing idea. So got a hold of that, got the discount, and I just love telling people about how amazing the makeup is, especially for cosplayers, where you don't want to have to go back and reapply your makeup all the time. You want to enjoy the con, which is short for convention, and just enjoy your time with your friends and going to panels. Unless you're switching characters, you don't want to have to go back to the room to just touch it up. And that's what this makeup does. It lets it to where you can do that without touching up your makeup. So I really appreciate what it's done for me and improved my con life, because I can focus on being in character instead of being like, oh no, it's my makeup running out, like blended in too much into my face and it's not showing anymore. I don't have to worry about that. And if you're not into cosplay, it is amazing for like if you go to work, you don't have to worry about, you can focus on your work and don't have to worry about what you look like, because you look fantastic because it stays all day. If you're going out for a night out, you can just focus on having fun and being yourself, because you know that you look amazing with this makeup on. Alright, so I've done the inner corners and the brow, which basically the brow bone is like the part right underneath your brow, so it's going to make it look pop up a little bit. Alright, next up, my phone fell asleep. We are going to fill the inner and middle part of the lid with Honest. Oh, I definitely love having honesty in my life. Alright, I'm going to use the opposite end. This is the unique brush. This is the angled shadow and sponge brush. Unfortunately, I don't have very many unique brushes, but I'm going to use the ones that I do have. So anyway, like I said, angled brush for this side. And Honest is the silvery color right here, and it is also a satin color. So I'm going to take this and fill it in. And so the middle part, I like to mark where my eye is, where I'm going up to, so this way I don't go past it with the color. So the middle part is, if I do it into thirds, so I've got the first third right here and the second third right here. So this way I know not to go past that certain point. And I'm going to mark it on the other side as well. So I've got the inner third about right here and the middle third about right here. Alright, so my lines are marked, and now it's just going to be like filling in a color book. But, so as mentioned, I cosplay. One of the ones that I've known for a lot recently is my Sailor Pluto, because I'm part of a group called the Galaxy Guardians. We're Arkansas-based Sailor Scout group from the series Sailor Moon, and we just do a lot of really fun stuff, and we hang out. We recently had a retreat, and filling in the inner corner reminded me, one of the girls, our Sailor Mercury, we did a little black dress shoot, and she filled in the inner corner with blue and the outer colors, or outer part with the more neutrals. Oh, it made her eyes pop. She looked amazing as that, and I was so excited. She looked amazing. And all of our group looked amazing. We have a really awesome group. But I'm also one of the first ones I ever done, and I'm actually was requested to redo because I haven't done her in a little bit, and I started her in 2013, so she's due for a glow up. But it's my Weeping Angel from Doctor Who, and I have a good habit, well, kind of good habit. I have the ability to stay still for long periods of time, and so it was the way that I kind of got. It broke the ice for me to cosplay other characters, because I could watch people, well, kind of watch people. I'm very, very nearsighted, which I'm going to be using the mirror on this a lot instead of the camera with the my computer, because I can barely see it. But I was able to see movements and stuff like that, and people would come up to me. It helped me get more comfortable with cosplay, and so they requested that I bring her out. So I'm going to do that, kind of see how much I've grown as a cosplayer. So that being said, if you have a request for a cosplay that you want to see, write it down below, and I will do my very best to make that happen. I'll cause test it, and if I like it, I will probably take it to a convention, and if I do that, I will make a video about it and give you a shout out. So make sure that you leave a comment below as to what character, and it can be pretty much anything. Like I said, I do Sailor Moon, Doctor Who. I also have done like Psylocke from X-Men, and I know I've done several others, but it's just one of those things. If there's a character that you want to see, I love giving myself a challenge. Like, I'm doing a Smoky eye look and I haven't done that before. Alright, so I've got the inner, middle, and inner corner done. So now, adding Cheerful to the outer third of the lid. Alright, so Cheerful is this turquoisey color right here. I keep wanting to show them upside down. But it's this turquoisey color right here, and it is a matte color. So I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm going from a lighter to a darker, so it'll be okay. So I'm going to do it. And so doing the outer bits right here, and trying not to go too far in on what I just did. I do want to blend it a bit, but I don't want to overwhelm and go past my middle part and get too far into it, because this is supposed to be broken up into thirds. It's not supposed to be broken up into halves. Alright, so I think I've got a little bit more. Get me a little bit more cheerful. It's always good to have a cheerful outlook on things. Oh, we're going in outlook. Oh, goodness gracious. Sometimes my jokes are a little much even for me. But yeah, and whenever we finish this one is mentioned as a going out look. What look do you usually do for a going out? Do you do a smoky eye? Do you do a like entire eye? What do you usually do? What colors do you like? I do like blues and neutrals and pinks whenever I'm doing everyday looks. Alright, so I think I got that one okay. What do y'all think? Am I actually making this look like a smoky eye? I'm so nervous and excited all at the same time. I love challenges. Alright, so last I'm going to do a Triumphant. Such a bold name. I love it. To the outer V area, blending up toward the corner of the brow line. Alright, so Triumphant is the dark Ravenclaw color right there. Alright, so I'm going to take this is the Triumphant. It's so bold. I am so excited to see how this looks with that. And I'm going to use this little bitty angle brush and make just a little V on it. So go a little bit of a V-like look. Kind of angled, make the angle of the eye look like that eye shape. Kind of opens up the eye a little bit that way. And accents the darker color. And then blend up a bit toward the brow. Alright, so I'm going to go on this side and do that again. This one's always a little bit harder because like my brushes hit my pan. So let me see if I can get this a little bit here. Up and up. Well, down and up to make that shape. Ooh, this one turned out really good. I always seem to have like a really good eye and like a really okay eye. I guess everybody's got a side that's like, oh, catch my good side. And so that kind of makes sense why I'd have a little bit one like that. Kind of trying to make that a little bit even. And then blend upward toward the brow. Okay. Alright, and that is my shadow, my blue smoky night out look. So I'm going to go get me on a nice little dress and get ready for a time out.